Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Siboga TV, which is your number one online political channel. President William Samoei Arap Ruto is actually hatching a master plan which he will use for him to succeed his re-election let come 2027. Because as you are all aware, President William Samoei Arap Ruto is actually called a professor in politics, and others call him the doctor of politics. And you will find that in most cases, he is able to knowledge well when there is a big crisis. And that is what he did during the time of the Gen Zs. He was able to flourish in that hard time by actually pulling together the so-called broad-based government. And now as we near 2027, we have people who believe that President William Samoei Arap Ruto is going to be a one-term president. And for a period of time, that voice of one term was actually being heard quite loud. But it looks as days are going by, the voice of one term is actually fainting off. And we are hearing people saying that Komibira break. And this is because of the shrewdness, the practicalness of William Samoei Arap Ruto hatching a plot and realizing that his solar narrative is not working anymore. And he's really hatching a new way, which will oversee him to win 2027 presidential election with easiness. And that is actually the topic I want us to have a candid discussion. And therefore, if you are interested in that discussion, please stay put. But before we dive in and try to dissect all that, I could request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you do subscription, it is good to hit the notification bell so that at any moment, YouTube can be in the position to notify you so that you can watch any political content that we upload into YouTube. And for those ones who have subscribed to this YouTube channel and they always keep watching our videos, I say thank you, because you always give us the inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And if you want to help this YouTube to grow in terms of finances, I could urge you to reach us through this M-Pesa number 0700650214, because we want to buy equipment which will make this YouTube to come to you in a very clear way. Having said all that, let us now go back to the discussion of the day. The strategies, the plan that William Samoei Arap Ruto is laying on so that he can win 2027 so easily. Let me ask you this simple question. Can it be practical that President William Samoei Arap Ruto may actually use ODM to run for presidency late come 2027 presidential election? Please drop your answer in the message section below. For me, I think it is quite practical for him to use ODM so that he can run for presidency let come 2027, because Ruto can come up with that plan, the same plan they used in 2007 to have something like a Pentagon, so that within ODM they are able to influence all the strongholds of ODM. And by saying the strongholds of ODM, I mean Nyanza, Western, Coast, and part of Northeastern. And if he will be able to do that, then you will find that it will be very easy for William Samoei Arap Ruto to win let come 2027 presidential election. So that's one thing that Ruto can do. Another strategy which I think Ruto might do is that we are going to have a coalition which will consist ODM, UDA, or the Kenya Kwanza fraternity. And that coalition will champion for the re-election of William Samoei Arap Ruto. You have been seeing of late what is happening. William Samoei Arap Ruto has actually infiltrated ODM, and he is saying that he cannot accept for ODM to play the game of being in the opposition. He cannot accept that. And that plan of taking away ODM from opposition is actually working, and it is going to work, because the most influential individuals within ODM are now working for William Samoei Arap Ruto. For example, Oburu Oginga Odinga, who is the brother of Raila Odinga, is now working for William Samoei Arap Ruto. Ali Hassan Joho from Mombasa is working for William Samoei Arap Ruto. Opiyo Wandayi, Gladys Wanga, and many others who are very influential within the structure of ODM are now in total agreement that ODM will either be in government or it will form government late come 2027. And from Opiyo Wandayi, it is outside very clearly that they are going to work with William Samoei Arap Ruto even beyond 2027. It's very clear outside there. And that is why I believe that William Samoei Arap Ruto has come up with that kind of strategy to make sure that his re-election is going to go on smoothly. And that is why of late, the voice of the United Opposition or the Wamnyoro group is actually shrinking away. There was a time that voice was all over in the Republic. But of late, because of the strategy that William Samoei Arap Ruto is bullying and neutralizing the Mount Kenya voice, which had actually drifted away from William Samoei Arap Ruto. So that is the strategy that William Samoei Arap Ruto is actually going to use henceforth to win so easily in his re-election. As I have said, the strategy is to have the Luo Nyanza within his reach, the western part, that means the Luya nation within his reach, the coastal region within his reach, the northeastern part within his reach, and also Rift Valley within his reach. And if we put together all those regions and they work or they fought as a unity, then it is going to be very easy for William Samoei Arap Ruto to be re-elected. Some people may tell me that probably that cannot be possible because the Gen Zs may revolt from even those regions. But I always tell them that when it goes towards election, you will find that Gen Zs of each region, they actually fall back to their tribal cocoons. And they obey what their leaders within that region tells them. And that is why the voice of the Gen Zs is dying off as we head towards 2027. And by 2027, you will find that the Gen Zs from all those regions which I've told you, they actually will fall behind even William Samoei Ruto. And the Gen Zs from other parts, like now the mountain, they will fall back to Rigathi Gachagua. Even the Gen Zs from the Kamba Nation, they will fall back to Kalonzo. And that is why the magic of the Gen Zs is not going to work late come 2027. So William Samoei Ruto is also coming with that strategy of making people to believe that Kenya is going to move forward from the third world countries to the first world countries. So that is the strategy that also William Samoei Arap Ruto is coming up with. That what we are doing is actually what can enable us to move and be first with the first world countries or the second world countries in a very short time. And that's why he always says that within our lifetime. So that is the strategy that William Samoei Arap Ruto is bullying. In your own thinking, do you believe that William Samoei Arap Ruto soon he will have the entire Luo Nyanza, the entire Western Bloc, the entire Coastal Bloc, the entire Northeastern Bloc, and the entire Rift Valley? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to bump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends, and if they are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel, I say thank you, may God bless you, because you always give us the inspiration to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And with that, I say thank you, may God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political discussion. Goodbye.